So there was a fight downtown D.C. between the National Guard and, you know, the youngest of our community. Yeah, the youth. That was, what was that, this last weekend, right? That was on Friday. So, yeah, that's, right, that's why we got, yeah, that was on Halloween, right? They called that, was that Halloween? Yeah, you see, that was at Howard? No, that was Navy Yard. That was Navy Yard. Youngins jump out there. Come on, Slim. All right, so now let's keep it moving though. So go back, go to the article first real quick before you play this. Yeah, pull up that article real quick. So that happened in DC. Let's go down there. We're gonna hit South America now. Look at this. Read that.
Read. Excuse me. 222. Brazil's president calls for investigation after 121 killed in police operation against gang. There was a massacre.
Now read some of that article. This thing is crazy. I don't know if y'all seen this. This was some crazy stuff.
Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva said Tuesday that the police operation against a powerful criminal faction in Rio that left 121 dead was a massacre. There was a massacre, and I think it's important to verify the conditions under which it occurred, Lula said in the Amazon city of Belém during an interview with an international news agencies, including AFP. The police raid last week against the Red Command drug trafficking gang saw thousands of officers battle heavily armed men dressed in camouflage who dropped explosives on police from drones.
Damn. That was an all-out warfare. They taking, so this is what the scriptures are talk about, the love of many gonna wax cold and things that get more and more evil. So that's something that they done picked up from the Ukrainian war. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you see in the war in Ukraine with all the drones now, and allegedly the gangs was doing it, you know, and ended up in 121 people being killed, you know. So that's some crazy stuff. Go ahead, officer.
Hey, Cap, I want to add that a lot of times when you see gangs and things like that, they are allowed to do things like that because they got politicians bought off. So you wonder why an article would be written like that. That's basically, when you read the article, is basically protecting the gangs. They got news media, some of them wrapped around their fingers. They got different politicians and things like that, where the politicians are also making money off of the drug sales. Because remember, the one politician in Mexico just got killed, the mayor.
Yeah.
That happened like 2 days ago. He got killed because he was speaking out against the cartel, showing you that they control governments as well.
Right. And you all know who's behind running the drugs and the guns, all that, the good old crooks in action. You understand? Y'all might know them as the CIA, but a lot of times they be behind that. And you look at the raid, and then now play the video real quick, because I want y'all to listen to the video and listen to our people, man. Man, what y'all waiting on? Y'all need to go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
Outrage. Brazil is reeling after 132 people were killed in what is now being called the deadliest police operation in the country's history. The pre-dawn raid in Rio de Janeiro targeted the Red Command, Brazil's most feared drug cartel. But what was meant to be an anti-gang mission turned into a massacre. In this video, we explain how a single raid spiraled into warlike bloodshed, what residents witnessed on the ground, and why human rights groups are demanding accountability from the Brazilian state.
Stop right there. It says what human rights groups are demanding from Brazil. They're speaking, and we're not defending the police, but where was the human rights when you out there dealing drugs against the community?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why when we march, we sing, we have one of the songs that some of us used to sell drugs. Not no more. Some of us used to be in a gang. Not no more. So that's what repentance is. Give me Psalms 119 and 9, man. Because you got to really think about it. If we actually keep the commandments of God, get the gangs out of the community, where's the police raid going to take place at? You know what I'm saying? Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 9.
Come on.
Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
So the Bible is written to the youth. It says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his ways? Come on.
By taking heed thereunto according to thy word.
So when a scoffer comes up and say, man, y'all trying to keep the commandments, read it again.
Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
So the question that we have, brother, how can a young man cleanse his ways?
By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
So we believe what the scriptures say. We get cleaned up by applying the scriptures. I don't know. Yeah. Show me how that portal to hell is cleaning people up. You understand?
That's clear. That's plain. That's easy to be understood. That's not a mystery. That's not a deep parable. It's how you going to clean your ways, how you going to get right with the Lord. It clearly says by taking heed to the commandments.
They can't hear. Their ears can't hear. What we got next? So we got to keep it moving. You want to say something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you jump down to verse 21 really quick? Because when it comes to the drug trade, there's not just selling drugs to people dying from that. There's murder involved in that. There's robbery involved in that. There's a lot of different sins and crimes that go into selling drugs and gangs. So read that.
Psalms chapter 119 and verse 21.
This is why that raid happened. It had to happen because the curses affect our people wherever they're at.
Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed.
That has rebuked the proud of our people that are cursed, the ones who go against God's commandments.
Which do err from thy commandments.
Which do err from the commandments. So that affliction has to come to the children of Israel no matter where they're at. So Brazil, Santo Domingo, Australia, is going to be curses afflicting them all over the world.
And you know what is actually the crazy part about it is they did a movie called City of God back in the 80s. And that movie was about the gangs in the same city. And they even got slaughtered by the police because they were terrorizing the neighborhood. Like, it's just not, oh, yeah, we're friendly drug dealers in the neighborhood. No, you're terrorizing the neighborhood. And like you said, Cap, for the regular people to stand up for the drug dealers, oh, it's an atrocity. You killed them. What?
The hell is this?
Not my baby, but your baby's terrorizing the neighborhood. Yeah, it's always
right. And yeah, single mothers at that. So that's all we got. We got to apply the commandments of God, man. So somebody teaching that we don't have to keep the commandments. You go down there in that village and see what the lack of God's commandments is doing. You understand? So pull up the next article. We got some more stuff. Okay, Officer Micah.
Nigeria says U.S. help against Islamist insurgents must respect its sovereignty.
Good luck.
Yeah, read that.
Summary. Trump threatened military action over treatment of Christians. U.S. troops on the ground or airstrikes could be, Trump says. Nigeria says welcomes U.S. help but must respect its sovereignty. Analysts say most victims of Islamist attacks are Muslims. ABUGJA, November 2nd, there we go, Reuters. Nigeria said on Sunday it would welcome U.S. help in fighting Islamist insurgents.
Okay. So a lot of people have probably heard about this. Captain Gadlife touched on it last night, too, on escaping the plantation. There is some truth. And, you know, the white man is some lies involved in some of this news as well, too. Yes, there's Boko Haram. There are people who are killing Christians. Yes, Muslims are getting killed, too. But what the news isn't telling you that a lot of these village killings and kidnappings are orchestrated by other nations, including the Chinese, including the French. They're hiring local thugs to go and kill and kidnap people to scare or kill villagers to get them out of their towns so they can get the soil, get the resources, get their diamonds, get their gold, and all the land and all precious minerals, just like the curses say. In verse 33, Deuteronomy 20:33, they're using our people to fight against our people. So people are taking advantage of this, and now they're pushing a whole religion narrative.
Right, and Bishop pulls this quite a bit. Give me Ezekiel 35:10 real quick, because this whole thing is, and what Christians do, what they're trying to do with this is saying, you see, Christians are being persecuted. You understand? So they try to use things like that to say, see, yeah, we the real Christians. No, you're not. Watch this.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 10.
Come on.
Because thou hast said, these two nations.
That's northern and southern kingdom.
And these two countries.
That's America and Israel.
Should be mine. and we will possess it.
Uh-huh.
Whereas the Lord was there.
So they give off the impression that we a Christian country. So we gotta go defend the gospel even with the force of the sword. We got to go down in Nigeria. No, that's all garbage. They trying to establish the vision that they the people of God, that they the Christian nation. No, they're not. That's why the prophets of God have sent the smoke out the lies, man. You want to say something else?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that don't get caught up in the hype. You know, they'll and like the article pointed out in there that they're killing mainly Muslims over there. You understand? So yeah, man, that thing and realistically, that's a common tactic that they use, that these other nations, so they can get the people out of the land, so they can go buy the land for cheap and get their resources underneath the people's feet. It's just a land grab. It's another scramble for Africa. It's all it is.
Yep, I can't talk, colonialism.
Yeah. Y'all, yeah, run that video.
Weekend, and he weighed in very strongly, talking about not just economic aid, but potential for American military involvement in Nigeria. Do you think that's necessary? Do you like hearing that from the president?
I like hearing it from the president that he's willing to do it. I don't think it's going to come to that. In fact, from my people on the ground, I'm already hearing that the Nigerian government is starting to snap in line and start to
you see that starting to snap in line,
take action against some of these terrorist forces.
And we don't know what them conditions are on the back end. What they telling them that America's telling them that they got to agree to. Because when America come in with the military, understand they not bringing in the military for free. They coming in there, they getting them resources, they getting a lot. You understand? So make no mistakes about it. You understand? And that's probably all the CIA and all them doing all that foolishness out there. You know, we not stupid. You know, but let's roll the next article, then we're gonna get into the show. So what we got? I thought I played it. There, yeah, here we go right here.
Trump White House snubs ex-VP Dick Cheney. Offers no condolences on his death.
Damn! Devil versus devil. Great Satan versus Satan. Dick Cheney was literally the incarnation of the devil.
He was Satan in the flesh.
So y'all already know. Look at that guy.
Well, he had they say he was heartless. He had 5 heart transplants.
He's like Darth Vader. That's what he looked like, Darth Vader without the mask on. Read that. Watch this. They fried this joker.
Washington. The White House offered no public condolences Tuesday on the death of former Vice President Dick Cheney.
They carried him, Salam. Go on.
Saying flags were lowered to have staff at the executive mansion. Because the law requires
Hold on, they said because what?
Because the law requires it.
Meaning what? If it wasn't lawful, Trump wouldn't even have lowered the flags for this dude.
Hey, yo.
Dog. Crazy work.
That's gangster right there.
Right.
Though.
He said we only did it because we ordered to by law. Damn. Come on.
President Trump has repeatedly attacked Cheney, who died Monday at age 84, as a warmonger.
True.
And sparred with his
Sparred
with his daughter. Former Rep Liz Cheney,
who was another mega demon,
who served at the top Republican on the House Select Committee that invested Trump's role in January 6, 2021.
Right. So they all, that whole thing right there, that dude was evil as hell. He was gangster though, because he shot a dude in the face with a shotgun out there bird hunting, and the guy got on TV and apologized for getting shot. So listen, y'all talking about y'all gangsters out there? No, my man, the gangsters in the name.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity.